Here is your nerdy news wrap-up for June 28th and 29th, 2025. We have our first look at the first poster for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Battlefield's latest leaked gameplay video shows 15 minutes of a brand new mode. The trailer for the new Demon Slayer movie has dropped. Tom Holland confirms that filming for Brand New Day is starting very soon. The Superman semi-sequel will release in a couple of years, with Superman appearing before then in other projects. David Cornsweet reveals his introduction to Superman was watching Smallville. He also explains how All-Star Superman inspired his version of the character. We now have the cast for The Wind of Change, Scorpion's biopic. James Gunn reveals that he hasn't actually read Reeves' Batman 2 script yet, but he wants to do so as soon as possible. Gunn says no one can tell Clark Kent is Superman because he wears comic-accurate hypno-glasses. Charlize Theron will play Cersei in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. 28 years later has officially passed 100 million worldwide. Vin Diesel confirms some very morbid news in my humble opinion, that they will have Brian return in the next and possibly last Fast and Furious movie. Megan 2 is seemingly going to flop hard, only earning $17.2 million in its global opening weekend. Meanwhile, the live-action Lilo & Stitch has crossed $940 million, with the live-action How to Train Your Dragon crossing $450 million. Elio has just crossed $70 million, while Joseph Kosinski's F1 opens with $144 million worldwide. One of the founding members of the Xbox team has questioned Microsoft's multi-platform gaming strategy and said that they believe the Xbox hardware business is effectively dead. Mattson Tomlin shares the notebooks he used for writing The Batman Part 2, and there are 4 of these bad boys. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning has crossed $570 million. Treyarch's associate design director says if you're a fan of Black Ops 2, especially the competitive modes, you'll have a good time in Black Ops 7. Republic Pictures has acquired the distribution rights to Sean Ellis's The Cut. Megan 2's director, when asked how many more sequels he thinks we'll get, and he says he won't be surprised if they do another 5 of these movies. However, I don't know if he saw the box office numbers I just mentioned. Edward Kenway's voice actor hints at an Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. Ballerina just crossed $120 million globally. Along with his Brian news, Fast and Furious 11 will reportedly release April 2027. The franchise is heading back to LA and will return to car culture and street racing somehow after the end of the last one. And lastly, James Wan says his English language Train to Busan film, The Last Train to New York, is not a remake but more of a spin-off. And now you're all caught up.